Hi, everybody. My name's Jason.
I'm Jade.
I'm Eli.
And we are the Yahuwah and the Torah channel. And we thank you guys very much for being a part of our family, for being a part of this little itty bitty tiny reading that we do every single day. And we hope that you guys are in the Torah. We hope that you guys are in covenant with our Creator. And what does that mean, Jade, being in Torah and being in covenant?
It means following the law, statutes, commandments. It means obeying what we have been told in the first 5 books of the Bible. It means being in the covenant that Yahuwah made with his people, the people of Israel. If you want to be part of the Hebrew, if you want to be part of the Hebrew nation, Yahuwah's children, Yahuwah's chosen nation, then you obey his law, statutes, and commandments. That you join in the covenant that he made with his people. That if we obey his covenant and we obey his Torah, that he will be our Elohim and he will protect us.
And are his commandments, Eli, too hard to carry?
No, not at all. They're not any commands that are too hard. Don't eat the blood. Don't eat pork. Didn't honor the Shabbat. Nothing is too hard to keep.
Don't beat up old people. Is one thing, right? Wow. There they go. And so that's the dogs. They just all ran away. Okay, so we don't beat up the old people because we don't harm the disabled. We don't do anything like that. I'm just listening to make sure there's no breakouts outside. All right, so here we are, everybody. The dogs are all gone. Eli's gone. Mr. Cole's gone. They are chasing the dogs. Guys, this is the greatest translation, English translations that I believe has ever been produced. It's 14.5 font. It's a little over 3 inches on the spine. This is a very large book. It's 3,153 pages, has 103 books that you will not find anywhere else. There has never been a book in the biblical world this big and with so many books, everything with this restored. You will not have another opportunity for this. And so this is it's $70, and for every purchase that we get, we are hoping and trying to get one full scriptures into our brothers and sisters in chains. And so this is what this entire ministry is about helping our brothers and sisters in chains, helping them find a better way forward. The dogs are all popping in here, so they're probably going to make some noises as they're coming in here. And guys, the brothers and sisters in chains is the greatest ministry that anybody could help support, because our brothers and sisters in chains are the people who will hopefully be the most receptive to all of these words because of their predicament, where they are at, where they are stuck. And when people have their freedoms taken, they become different. Some get hard, some people get soft. But the best way that we can ever get to these guys is by getting in the word of our Creator and praying that Yah will help them to open this book and to read this manuscript. Guys, these downloads are absolutely free. Everything we have is completely free. The word of Yah is to be told, it's not to be sold. And this is why we gave out everything that we had absolutely free of charge, always. And so you guys, there's over 13 downloads a day. And when you look at a consistent download, that I believe is what you would call success. Getting 13 scriptures into everybody's hands every single day after day. And so hopefully, 1 or 2 of these people that download this will actually read this. Maybe all of them. I would hope all of them would. But a lot of people just take it and they'll put it in a collector's bin on their computer, this is a collector's book. This PDF it's not available anywhere else. There's nobody that's ever done a PDF like this and given this stuff away. So the word of our Creator is in front of us at all times. Guys, also, we're very, very excited. Today we will be releasing a brand new book. It's called Traditions of Men. It has been a complete rewrite of the horrific book Vain Traditions, which was put out by the Hallelujah Scriptures, and inside the Vain Traditions, they completely corrupted that entire book. So Miss Nicole has been working for about the last 4 or 5 months, recreating this, getting all the images, finding out all these messed up things in this book. And this book called Traditions of Men, it will be a very, very good book. It is something that we hope everybody reads. We will have a free PDF for that as well. That will be available today, hopefully, once we get the dog baths done. But it will be available right here. It will be available at Yah Scriptures with the rest of the Amazon books. You'll be able to get it on Amazon. There's a couple different places to do it. The book on Amazon is full color, which I don't think you can get a book that's actually full color. And so this is a very, very good book for anybody's library, for anybody trying to break the chains of Christianity and these other religions that just plague us day in and day out. Okay, Jay, what you got for us? What has happened to this point? Give us a recap, please.
David sinned. He took another man's wife. The wife he took, she lost her child. They lost their child. David was forgiven by Yahuwah after the child died. Joab went and waged war on cities. He told David to come and take the city in his name because it's not named after Joab. Then Absalom went and defiled his sister. David heard about, or not Absalom, but Ammon. He went and heard about it. It was Absalom's sister and Ammon's sister. And Absalom found out about it. David found out about it. David didn't do anything. He said he was wroth. He just sat there being angry. Absalom went and killed him 2 years after that. And he and his brothers went and he set up a trap for him. They went and killed him while he was drunk. And then Absalom has fled to another city.
Yeah, and King David didn't it wasn't one sin. King David broke many Torah commands during this whole adulterous expedition that he went on. Okay, Eli, you have anything else to throw in with this?
I don't think so.
Okay, are we ready? Yep. All right. And Joab, son of Zeruiah, knew that the heart of the sovereign was towards Absalom. And Joab sent to Tekoa and brought from there a wise woman and said to her, "Please pretend to be a mourner and put on mourning garments, and do not anoint yourself with oil, but act like a woman who has been mourning a long time for the dead." Okay, why don't you think he wanted her to put on and do not anoint yourself with oil? Why wouldn't he have her do that?
He's trying to set up a plan here. He needs her to pretend to be someone she's not. So he needs her because people that are mourning for the dead, they don't like knowing themselves. They don't clean themselves up. They just they mourn. So you can tell that something's wrong with them.
I see. Yeah, I guess that's not something for the dead. 3, then you shall go to the sovereign and speak to him according to this word. And Joab put the words in her mouth. And the woman of Tekoa spoke to the sovereign. She fell on her face to the ground and did obeisance and said, "Save, O sovereign." And the sovereign said to her, "What is your trouble?" And she answered, "Truly I am a widow, and my husband is dead. And your female servant had 2 sons, and 2 fought with each other in the field, and there was no one to part them, but the one smote the other and killed him. And see, the entire clan has risen up against your female servant and said, 'Give him who smote his brother, so that we put him to death for the life of his brother whom he killed, and destroy the heir also.' Thus they would extinguish my burning coal that is left, and leave my husband neither name nor remnant on the earth." And the sovereign said to the woman, "Go to your house, and let me give orders concerning you." And the woman of Tekoa said to the sovereign, "My master, O sovereign, let the wickedness be on me and my father's house, and the sovereign and his throne be guiltless." And the sovereign said, "Whoever speaks to you, bring him to me, and let him no longer touch you." And she said, "Please let the sovereign remember Yahuwah your Elohim, and the Redeemer of blood not destroy any more, lest they destroy my son." And he said, "As Yahuwah lives, not one hair on your son shall fall to the ground." And the woman said, "Please let your female servant speak a word to my master the sovereign." And he said, "Speak." And the woman said, "And why have you reasoned like this against the people of Elohim? For in speaking this word, the sovereign is as one who is guilty, in that the sovereign does not bring his outcast one home again. For we shall certainly die and become like water spilled on the ground, which is not gathered up again. Yet Elohim does not take away a life, but shall devise ways so that his outcast ones are not cast out from him. And now I have come to speak this word to my master the sovereign, because the people have made me afraid." And your female servant said, "Please let me speak to the sovereign." It could be that the sovereign does what his female servant asks. For the sovereign has listened to deliver his female servant from the hand of the man seeking to destroy me and my son together from the inheritance of Elohim. Then your female servant said, "Please, let the word of my master the sovereign be comforting. For my master the sovereign is as the messenger of Elohim, in discerning the good and the evil. And Yahuwah your Elohim is with you." And the sovereign answered and said to the woman, "Please do not hide from me the matter that I am asking you." And the woman said, "Please, let the master the sovereign speak." And the sovereign said, "Is the hand of Joab with you in all this?" And the woman answered and said, "As your being lives, my master the sovereign, there is none to the right or to the left from all that my master the sovereign has spoken. For your servant Joab commanded me, and he put all these words in the mouth of your female servant. Your servant Joab has done this to change the appearance of the matter. But my master is wise, according to the wisdom of a messenger of Elohim, to know all that is in the earth." And the sovereign said to Joab, "See now, you shall do this matter, and go, bring back the young man, Absalom." Now, let's talk about this.
So I think Joab really likes Absalom. I think he sees Absalom as a good person. So that's why he
or
wants it
King
back.
David, because the beginning of this chapter said that he liked Absalom, right? He knew that that Absalom was good in his eyes and things, right? And so
He saw what he did was maybe like righteousness in his eyes.
So is this what kind of deception is this? Did Joab break Torah by hiring this woman to lie and to bring this account?
I mean,
Or what are we
it's
seeing
more
here?
of kind of like a parable type thing, but
Why did Joab do this? What's the whole point of this?
to bring Absalom back.
Yeah, to get King David back with Absalom. And so when we lie, are we breaking Torah? Did Torah breaking happen for this to begin? had King David not figured this out?
Yeah, I mean, see, here's the thing: he can figure this out, but he can't figure out that Absalom wants to kill his brother.
And that's the thing. David probably knew a lot about this. I mean, because Absalom was what's his sister name?
Tamar.
Tamar's. That was his full sister, right? From the same mother. Whereas the other fella,
Half-brother.
Amnon, is a half brother, and so that is why he is so hot to trot for his sister, because that's his full blooded sister. Anyone help? Anything else? Eli, you're bringing way too many points and things to this. I'm going to have you shut down again, because I don't think we have enough time for all of your speak. Can you simmer it down just a bit, please?
I'll simmer down.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
Another thing is Joab here. This is like Joab knows how David works, so he's been with him so long. He knows how to get Absalom back with David, making David do the work.
Yeah, it also seems that David's smart enough to figure this out, and that Joab had enough conversations with him. The old lady, he's heard the same thing from Joab, and then all of a sudden the old lady came in and did this thing, and then he's like, "Woman, speak to me the truth. I need to know. Is this a ruse by my homeboy Joab?"
Yeah, Joab. He knows Joab too well, the way he speaks. And this probably happened before. He's probably said when he needs something done, he probably sent people in there before.
People had nothing to do with it. People, I mean, I wonder if the lady was even a widow.
I don't think she was. She was some lady supposed to pretend to be.
Okay, so here we go. 22. And Joab fell to the ground on his face and did obeisance, and Barak the sovereign. And Joab said, "Today your servant knows that I have found favor in your eyes, my master, O sovereign, in that the sovereign has done the word of his servant." And he hasn't killed him for deceiving him, right? He's like, "Oh, right, it's okay." And Joab rose up and went to Geshur and brought Absalom to Jerusalem. And the sovereign said, "Let him return to his own house, but do not let him see my face." And Absalom went to his own house and did not see the sovereign's face. All right, what do you guys think of that? Why wouldn't he want to? Why would Dad not want to see Kid? Why would there be commands like this to bring him back? But I don't want to see his face.
Bring him back into land where he's safe, where he doesn't worry about like outside people wanting to kill him or something because he's royalty, or like hold him hostage to David to like for ransom David or something. But probably don't want to see him because he doesn't know how he'll react. Will he be angry? Will he be sad? What will he do?
All right. Where are we at? 25?
I don't get to.
And in all Yisrael, there was no one who was praised as much as Absalom for his good looks. From the sole of his foot to the crown of his head, there was no blemish in him. And when he cut the hair of his head, for it was at every year's end that he cut it, because it was heavy on him. When he cut it, he weighed the hair of his head at 200 shekels by the sovereign's weight. First of all, what do you think guys make of the sovereign's weight? Why
Maybe the sovereign's weight is different than a regular.
how much is a shekel? Did we figure out how much it weighs?
No, I don't know.
All right, Mr. Cole will find that for us here in a second. So this guy cut his hair, and they say it weighs 200 shekels. So this dude has some hair, like some serious hair.
Yeah.
It's like the end of every year that he cuts it.
But I mean, at the end of every year, it's 200 shekels.
There's a lot of hair to grow. I mean,
His
That's a
hair
tremendous
must be
amount.
like super heavy or something for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know what a shekel weighs. Maybe it's not as much as it sounds like.
11 grams.
11 grams. So we're talking.
so 1 shekel.
What is that, Jade? 11 times 200 would be what? I should know that. You should do this.
2,200.
Yeah.
2,200, and then divide that by ounces. Not ounces, but yeah, I mean by ounces, because we have. Hold on, the dogs are going crazy here, guys. Sorry, we're trying to figure this one out. Hold on.
Yeah, 2,200.
2,200 grams.
1 kilogram is equal to 87 shekels.
87 shekels. Okay, so he's
2.2 pounds.
yeah, 2.2 pounds is a kilo. And so how much is that? 80 shekels is how much?
So, but that doesn't make sense because it's.
Well, just give me the number. We'll try to make sense of this.
It was 11 grams,
Okay, 11 grams. Well, you told me a number before that.
and then, but see, then it says 1 kilogram is equal to 87 shekels, or 2.2 pounds.
2.2 pounds. So I mean, basically, it's double that. So it's 4 pounds of hair.
5 pounds of hair because
4 or 5 pounds of
yeah.
hair. I guess it's possible.
Yeah, it's probably closer. Yeah, 5.
A lot of hair though. Especially if he sheared himself every year.
If he shaves it all off completely,
His neck has to be sore and tired.
and it's long.
And he cut it because it was heavy on him. Yeah, he cut 4 pounds of 5 pounds of hair. That is quite heavy. Okay, all right, 27. Sorry, guys. And to Absalom were born 3 sons and 1 daughter whose name was Tamar. She was a woman of lovely appearance. And Absalom dwelt in Jerusalem 2 years, and he had not seen the sovereign's face. Then Absalom sent for Joab to send him to the sovereign, but he would not come to him. And he sent again the second time, but he would not come. And he said to his servants, "See, Joab's field is near mine, and he has barley there. Go and light it on fire." And Absalom's servants lit the field on fire. Okay?
So Yoab brings the dude back. Yoab can't get. This is like David doesn't want to see him. Yoab tries.
It's like a spoiled, rotten son.
And then he goes like Yoab's field on fire. Like
Yeah.
Yoab's the guy who wanted to bring him back.
Yeah, no, Joab was bringing him back for King David. I believe that. Okay.
That's kind of disrespectful.
Well, yeah, homeboy just lit your field on fire. So Joab goes, 31 should be, and then Joab went and beat the guy senseless and drug him out to his field, had him start replanting the field after he burned the thing down. But considering he's the king's kid, nobody's probably going to touch the king. So that's just the way it goes, I suppose. 31. Then Joab rose up and came to the house of Absalom and said to him, "Why have your servants lit my field on fire?" And it's a question mark, but not an exclamation point. You would think that this guy wasn't like, "Hey, how are you?"
He might just expect that Absalom. He's very
Absalom should have
unpredictable.
absolutely expected a herd of people, and that's what he did. He expected a ticked off Joab at his door, right? And so he opened his door. "Hey, how are you, Joab?" And Joab goes,
What's going on, man?
Why have you why have your servants lit my field on fire?" I think it was a few decibels higher than that. I think he was probably just really ticked off. 32. And Absalom said to Joab, "Look, I said to you, saying, 'Come here, so that I send you to the sovereign to say, why have I come from Geshur? It was good for me while I was there. And now let me see the sovereign's face. And if there is any wickedness in me, then you shall put me to death.'"
Yeah, you the dude's field on fire. It's pretty wicked.
He burned the guy's field. And what are the Torah commands for this?
You got to repay for it.
Yeah, you got to repay this. Do you think he repaid Joab's stuff, or did Joab just get burned here?
I don't know.
Literally twice.
Yeah, maybe he got repaid. He's a sovereign son. He probably has a lot of money. So
Yeah, so he did.
It shouldn't be a lot to repay.
Here's 800 shekels or something.
Yeah.
Okay, 33. Joab then went to the sovereign and informed him, and he called for Absalom, and he came to the sovereign and bowed himself on the face to the ground before the sovereign. Then the sovereign kissed Absalom. You think there was a conversation of why you burned Joab's field down?
So Joab probably went.
Why'd you kill your?
Joab's like, all right, since you want to see your son, he went and burned my field down. You either see him or he's gonna burn someone else's field down. All right, send him here.
What do you think that conversation was like? Do you think he was talked about his sister? Do you think he talked about his brother? Do you think he talked about like all this stuff? I mean,
Probably.
you think it was open, or one of those dirty secrets that you're back? We don't want to really talk about that stuff. It makes everyone uncomfortable. You think they talked about it, or you think it was just one of those? It happened, and we don't talk about it again.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe David would want to know what he did, but I think David already knows. He probably doesn't want to hear about it. His children dying, children being defiled.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't want to know.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. All right, well, that's it, everybody. We hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you guys very much for hanging out with us. Sorry for the distractions, and that's the way it is here. Much love. We're out.
Shalom.